Okay, so anyway, so my name is Ali, and I will be your trainer for today. So allow me to share my screen and then we can get on the way, yeah? Selamat pagi, Mr. Chia. All right. Okay, so I think let's not waste time. We'll begin. So welcome to today's free class by 24 Consulting. So as Fahim mentioned, our mission is to actually give out as much practical knowledge concerning IT, because I've been in IT for more than 20 years. Basically, I focus a lot on the technical side. So dulu I ajar banyak engineer how to set up a whole infrastructure. But I think the value is with all of you, the end users, yang orang yang betul-betul buat kerja, the HR departments, the account departments, those people who deal with computers a lot. So it's not only Gen AI yang kita ajar. So we are very well experienced in Windows. I've been a Windows trainer for 20 plus years, so I know the system. And also we are promoting SaaS too. So anyway, so this is our mission. You can find out more on our website, yeah? Okay, so talking about company, just a little bit of advertisement. So we are a small company, only formed, I think will be 1 year in February. So we survived 1 year, right? So anyway, we are more focused kepada kerajaan. So a lot of our customers are with the government sector. So that's why I think you see a lot of government folks in this room as well. So not forgetting the private sector. All right, so also we are reaching out to companies yang whoever needs help. Don't forget, we are all HRD registered. So untuk yang organizations out there who wants training and wants to claim from HRD, please get in touch with us, yeah? And let me just introduce my team quickly. So tadi you saw Fahim. All right, so he's my business ops manager. And we have Lee Chong, or famously known as Onion. All right, so Onion is our marketing. So whatever you see dekat our website, all the stuff you see on TikTok, itu semua kerja dia. All right, great. So we have Adam, who just joined us, tak sampai sebulan lah, but doing really well. All right, so Adam is our account manager. So anything, tuan-tuan perempuan, you know about arrangement, you want to bring 24 to your organization, no problem. Please get in touch dengan Adam. His name is email ada kat situ. Tapi korang cari kat kita punya Google. His number is there. All right, so just get in touch with him. Okay, so that's out of the way. Yeah. So again, let's focus on what we are here today. So throughout this presentation, I akan dui bahasa, English and also Malay. So kalau ada apa-apa yang tuan-tuan tak faham ke, you want me to translate to Malay or even to English, those are the only two languages I can do. Just type it out in the chat. All right. So anyway, we'll talk about introduction to AI. So I'm just going to explain what this AI is all about, and then how we're going to apply to our everyday lives, not only business. Then we're going to take a look at something called generative AI. All right. So Gen AI ni termasuk bawah AI, which I'm going to explain later. So Gen AI is the tool yang we'll be talking about lah, ChatGPT. Yeah, we have Gemini, Copilot. So we'll take a look at those in module 2. Okay, in module 3, we will talk about the art of prompting. All right, so the word prompting means to give instructions ataupun memberi arahan kepada Gen AI tools seperti ChatGPT. So it's very important what questions you ask. I always say that, it's the right question that will unlock everything dalam ChatGPT. It's like a Pandora's box. Okay, so you need to learn how to talk to ChatGPT and Gen AI tools, and hopefully module 3 will give you some practical knowledge for that you can just immediately try and immediately get results. Yeah. Okay, and lastly, we'll talk about, I'll just show you a quick demo. So one of the things that kita found out about Gen AI, besides being able to create reports, social media posting, we also found out that Gen AI tu ni boleh tolong dengan coding. All right, simple coding. Now, I'm in IT for the past 20 plus years, but I don't know coding. I wish I knew. So now I don't need to wish because Gen AI everyone. All right. So we'll try to go through all this within 2 hours. So, all right, let's have some fun, yeah? Okay, so before we start, let me share with you the course slides. Good job. Okay, so you can either scan this QR code or you can actually, I'm just going to paste the link into the chat. Dapat tak? Okay, so all of you just click on the link that I pasted in the chat and ataupun scan the QR code. Let me know if you dapat ke tak. Just send something in the chat. Okay, you should get a PDF file which is linked to our website. Dapat tak, Yiling? Awesome. Hazwani? Alright. Okay, kalau Yiling Hazwani dapat, that means you all semua dapat lah kan? Okay, Lee Chong pun dapat, that means semua dapat. Alright, good. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, Hanis banyak kali dapat. Alright, good, good. Thank you, thank you. All right, so you can take that away, the PDF file too. So that is our gift to you for today. So ambil lah, you nak post kat mana you post lah, up to you. All right, anyway. So before we begin, now macam Fahim mentioned tadi, kita ni santai je. I don't like to be too serious. It's hard for me to be serious. All right, anyway. Um, I'll tell you some stories later, okay? I'll make some stupid jokes. If you find it funny, click the emoji, laugh, ha ha ha. Alright, ataupun kalau you ada apa-apa soalan tu, you just type di dalam chat. I will be monitoring the chat. My team will also be monitoring the chat. So we will get through any questions and every questions you ada. Yeah? So can you just let me see, so you type something dalam chat tu, cakap hello ke, faham ke, thumbs up ke. Come, let us not feel alone. Adrian Chan, Mandy, thank you. Onion? Stop it. All right, anyway. Asia, Asia, very good. Tu Raysan, Raysan is tanya soalan tau. Nak tanya soalan ya? Okay, good. Yeah, the thumbs up, you look at the emoji button kat situ. So, yeah. All right, so ready? Okay, jangan malu. So, anyway, Mr. Tan, totally support the use of AI in daily work. Yeah, well, you don't have a choice. We all don't have a choice, actually. So, better we get to know it. Yeah, so share with us, Tan, your experience with AI. Yes, I would love to hear all your comments. Tak payah tanya soalan pun tak apa. If you have any comments you want to make, what you guys are using in your organization, please share. Yeah, this is a safe space. Yeah, good. All right, so let's take a look at the first module. We'll talk about AI and its business applications. So I'll begin with a quote kat sini, so just to understand what this whole artificial intelligence is all about. Okay, so it says that AI is only as intelligent as the data and logic behind it. All right, just like how human learns depending on experience and education. So first of all, when we talk about AI, our artificial intelligence, we're talking about the main topic now, because artificial intelligence, bawah tu, there are many, many sub-disciplines of AI, which I will explain later, all right? But essentially, how AI gets smart is by learning. How does it learn? Kita lah ajar dia. Macam mana nak ajar? Bagilah dia baca buku ke, artikel ke, suruh dia go on the web ke, ask it to learn how to play chess ke. For example, with chess, we ask it to learn all the previous games and then chess, get good, and then play. Essentially, that's what AI is. So I'm sure you've heard of the term garbage in, garbage out, which basically means that kalau you ajar AI to mengarut, you're not teaching the AI correctly, you're going to get wrong results or really bad results. It's like as if, all right, you have a person, all right, or a kid from day one. Okay, I don't know why I can only think of flat earth. Okay, maybe for example, ada budak tu, okay, baru lahir, from day one kita cakap the earth is flat, the earth is flat, the earth is flat. Bila dia dah tua, what is he going to say? The earth is flat. All right. So this is how we train systems, okay? It's just that today, our systems are getting faster and faster, cheaper and cheaper. Ini pun sebabnya because of cloud computing, and also because we have a lot of data that the machine now can process and learn from. So understand that the whole AI business ni, it is only as good as the data that it learns from, dan juga the logic of what we are asking it to do. All right? If you get bad data, incomplete data, you're going to get bad output. So this is the definition of AI. So matlamat AI too is actually wanting to create a machine or a system that can think and act like a human being. That's the goal of AI. If you think about it, it's actually quite scary juga, all right? Because you're now having a machine that can think and act and make decisions on behalf of humans. It's already happening sekarang ni, tuan-tuan puan ya. Everyday life sekarang is impacted by the decisions yang made by computers, yeah. So It can be very bad if someone in control of that AI machine too is giving bad input, bad data, and then making wrong predictions, for example. Yeah. But you have to understand the whole purpose of AI is to create a machine that can think and maybe even replace humans in the future. Do you think it's a good technology?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. But Mr. Tan, also super dangerous, huh? All right. Now, for example, I'll throw in some examples later, but just take note of this, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. Now, for the first time in the history, human history, kita ada technology that does not need humans, yang tak perlu humans to operate. I repeat that again, yeah. For the first time in history of mankind, yeah, we have a technology that no longer needs humans. You create a car, creator, you need humans to drive. You have a laptop, so powerful, you need someone to use it. Any other tool, we need humans to do. But AI, once we let it go, it does not need humans, yeah. All right, so take note. So the simplified explanation, as I mentioned, is like, again, you were brought up, learning certain things, gaining experience through life. You go to school, you go to university, you start work. So your base knowledge, you learn about the primary school, then you learn some more, dekat high school, learn some more at college, and then you apply. All right. So that's essentially how AI works. Just to share, AI ni bukan baru. Ya, AI ni dah lama dah actually. In the 1950s actually started with all this guy by Alan Turing. I'm sure you've seen the movie Imitation Game. So it talks about him creating a computer. All right. So it was already talked about dah lama dah in the 50s, but in the 50s, the technology was not ready. I mean, computers were still expensive, the internet, tak ada, where are we going to get data, where are we going to get good data, all right? So it was there, but it's only now that we're actually seeing a lot more advancements in the field of AI. And what you see here, ladies and gentlemen, are the branches of AI. Okay, ingat AI tu tajuk besar tau. Banyak benda tau bawah tu. Ada machine learning, ada neural networks, ada NLP, natural language processing, computer vision, robotics, Gen AI. All right. So let's talk about a little bit about machine learning. So we're not going to cover every branch of AI kat sini. So I'm just going to give you a quick explanation of what each branch does, beginning with machine learning. All right. So machine learning, as the name suggests, dia belajar lah. All right. What does it learn from? Okay, it learns from data. In fact, a lot of applications yang tuan-tuan pakai sekarang dalam phone tuan-tuan perempuan, semua pakai machine learning. Can anyone tell me what apps you use yang ada machine learning? Basically, most AI, before you answer, most AI punya systems are predictive AI. I'll take this down somewhere, yeah. Sorry, yeah. Okay, I'll just zoom in here. Okay. So machine learning is essentially predictive AI. So what does predictive AI? Dia akan buat ramalan lah. Alright, predictions in English. So ramalan seperti apa? Well, I'll start with lah. Contoh, ways, ada AI, ada machine learning. So dia belajar daripada semua-semua yang perjalanan trips that you all have taken before. So let's say I want to go from my house to Putrajaya. Alright, I open up Waze. It will predict ataupun ramalkan what time I will get there berdasarkan time of day, the day itself, all right, and where am I heading. So all these things are predictive, are predictive AI, all right. So all these things are the machine learning. Oh, Adam mentioned Netflix, betul Adam. We have the recommendation engines, all right. Kan you buka YouTube je, YouTube dah tahu dah apa you nak tengok. You buka Netflix sama juga. You buka Netflix, Netflix dah tahu apa you tengok. How does it know? How does Netflix know what you like to see? Based on your past usage. Contoh, Netflix will always show you trailers. The first page you buka Netflix, maybe you like this, Mr. Tan. Alright, dia tunjuk maybe genre dia comedy, contoh. Alright, so maybe Mr. Tan tu memang suka comedy. Dia tengok lah. Okay, Netflix pun tulis, Mr. Tan suka comedy. Dia ingat lah. Alright. And maybe some others, like to watch horror. Okay, then Netflix will write down. So all this are data about you, all right, that is being fed into a system to give you a better experience. So you don't have to, ialah buka Netflix banyak tengok apa je sekarang, don't worry. Komputer tu dah tahu dah. So, good or bad, tepat ke tak? Let me know in the chat. What do you think about all these recommendation engines from machine learning? Is it very accurate? You know, all the recommendations yang nak bagi tu? Yeah, I think it's pretty accurate. Okay, good. So neural networks is actually trying to mimic the human brain. So sekali lagi ya, matlamat AI tu ialah to create a machine ataupun device yang boleh berfikir seperti manusia. So dia tengah map the human brain to see how we think, how the brain works, and then they're trying to digitize this thing. It's already there, macam NLP, natural language processing. These are chatbots able to talk to you in natural language, macam ChatGPT. Then we have computer vision, which also just uses camera je untuk tentukan what is there it's seeing. It's all the software. Tesla uses cameras only. The software powers it. Robotics is pretty hot right now. Okay, we have Tesla robots, and of course kita ada Gen AI. So understand that AI ni topik besar. So whenever you're talking to someone pasal AI, be specific. What are you talking about? Are you talking about Gen AI? Because Gen AI is different. AI benda lain. Okay, clear? Good. So as I mentioned, AI ni is powered by data and also logic. Ingat tak the phrase in the beginning, data and logic? Okay, we'll sort out the data later, but let's talk about the logic. So AI is driven by something called advanced algorithms that allow it to learn and make intelligent decisions. Okay, so what are algorithms? I think korang pernah dengar kan perkataan algorithm ni kan? Okay, so algorithms is just a fancy word to say a step-by-step instruction of how you should do something. All right. I think the easiest way is to say macam recipe lah. All right. Okay, kalau nak masak nasi lemak, okay, apakah bahan-bahan dia yang diperlukan? Then what are the steps ataupun langkah-langkah untuk buatlah nasi lemak tu? Okay, some buat nasi dulu, some buat sambal dulu, whatever. But it's an instruction, it's a set of instructions. So essentially, AI is based on a set of instructions. Let's talk about Waze. Okay. Apa matlamat Waze ataupun Google Map? To bring you to the destination lah kan. They will predict what time. So the algorithm could be saying that, okay, bila ada orang key in, dia nak pergi Putrajaya daripada KL, sistem kau check dulu jalan tu macam mana sekarang, jam ke tak, and then you do prediction, lepas tu check ada tak alternative route lagi. So this will be in the algorithm. If you talk about Netflix, all right, what will be the algorithm for Netflix for individual users? Okay, how they track anything? What you log in as what user? So I'm always logging as my user account. You just imagine ada orang, all right, standing over your shoulder. Maybe don't think about that. Maybe it can be scary. And whatever you watch, dia tengah tulis dekat buku. All right. So, and then this will feed into the algorithm, which basically says that, all right, show the user his most or her most favorite type of movie. That's the genre. If that doesn't work, try the second favorite. If that doesn't work, try the third favorite. These are algorithms. Faham? Okay. So in the future, bila kita beli any software, for those of you yang operating in business dan juga kerajaan, banyak aplikasi sekarang ni memang dah ada AI dekat dalam tu. It's like when you buy a software, you're not going to see what the source code is, right? You just tengok whether or not the software jalan. But in the future, I think you need to investigate sikit what is inside the algorithm untuk tentukan what are the decisions yang akan dapat from that system. So we need to check that out. Okay, so these are the companies using AI today. Okay, so I mentioned Waze, Google Maps, Canva pun dah insert AI capabilities into their platform. Basically, you can talk to AI in Canva saying, create something for me, create that for me. So it's all been integrated in a lot of systems sekarang and a lot of tools you see online. Yeah, so Instagram is recommendation, YouTube pun sama, and also Netflix. As I mentioned that AI ni can be dangerous, so we need to worry pasal issue ethics. Alright, as I mentioned, dah banyak sistem sekarang ni yang menggunakan AI yang depending on AI to make decisions. Like for example, minta loan. Alright. Kan, okay, I don't know whether you guys have tried it ke tak, loan ataupun credit card, you buka your CIMB ke, Maybank tu, you buka ada page untuk apply for card ataupun loan, you click on apply, lepas tu dia cakap, oh, no documents required lah, you key in your details and then you wait for a while. I think sometimes in minutes, you get the results. Now, it's fine kalau kita dapat that loan ataupun apply dapat credit card. But the problem is that when we are rejected, dia tak beritahu kenapa. It just says, oh, sorry, your application has been rejected. What if I've been away from Malaysia for the past 10 years, baru balik Malaysia, nak apply credit card. Of course, I got no records whatsoever. I cannot talk to a human. All I'm doing to apply, and then siapa yang buat keputusan? Komputer kat belakang tu. These are some of the problems that you could face in the future. All right, then we will need to ask lah, siapa yang buat decision tu cakap aku tak dapat loan? What is it all about? What are you looking at? Well, this is not fair. So you're going to get pushback macam tu. Or maybe let me give you another example. Macam recruitment. All right, there's a lot of HR systems, human resources system that's got AI built into it. Matlamat dia ialah untuk tolong the HR professionals to sift through all the resumes yang dia dapat. If you're a big organization, you open up one position, you got 100 over CVs coming in. So you're not going to get a human to read everyone. So you rely on this HR system. Yang ada algorithm built in, all right, which determines how the CVs all get shortlisted. What are the rules kat dalam tu? All right. And kalau you tengok all these HR systems, what sort of data they're going to be learning from? Okay, if you want the HR system to be super smart lah, be able to, correctly filter out the CVs that you want, you need a really smart system, kan? So you actually feed it a lot of data. So how much data you want to feed? Let's say you feed data tahun 80-an, 90-an, you check out, okay, the landscape of hiring kat Malaysia or whatever. But in the 80s and 90s, a lot of the hiring were all men. Lelaki. All right? Let's say I'm just picking a stat. I'm not even sure whether this is true. Yeah. Okay. Let's say in the 80s or 90s, in the workplace, there are 60% men, or 70% more men than women. The HR system is learning from that data. So whenever they now shortlist, all the CVs, they can shortlist apa? More men. All right. So you got to create a system which is fair. All right, it's not only gender, male, female. Maybe the HR system pun maybe takes into consideration you punya education level. All right, where you're from, which state you're in. Mungkin kerajaan pun mungkin akan ada satu sistem mungkin untuk memberikan bantuan. All right, I'm not trying to be political, whatever, but maybe dia cakap, certain state tak payah dapat lah. How do we know? So these are some of the problems that we might not be able to influence. Tapi kalau macam you dalam pihak kerajaan, you're in your company, you need to understand that this will be an issue. Good. The next thing is data privacy. Later on, I will show you how to use ChatGPT. Yeah, I will show you how good ChatGPT is as an assistant. Tapi the problem is, don't forget, whatever data yang kita hantar to all the systems, all right, Gen AI ke, your Netflix ke, your Instagram ke, it's all going somewhere. Let's talk about Instagram. Instagram pun ada AI dalam tu. All right, what is the AI for? Well, to keep you on the platform for as long as possible. That's TikTok juga. All right. TikTok's aim is to keep you on the platform for as long as possible. So the algorithm makes sure that you stay on the platform for as long as possible. But don't forget, they are also collecting your data. The longer you're there, your phone is transmitting a lot of data to all this platform, TikTok lah, Instagram lah, ChatGPT lah. So please be careful, all right, when you talk to GPT and you use apps. And please make sure that you're using the correct official apps. Now, one thing I noticed, kita punya training all over Malaysia ni, is that a lot of users always download the wrong ChatGPT. I don't know why. I can understand why. Because bila dia search for ChatGPT dalam Play Store ke App Store ke, they will usually download the first thing in the list. All right. And usually when that happens, lagi teruk, because now you're going to another third party who send, I don't know what they do with your data there, and then before it sends it to ChatGPT, which is at the back end. So take note of that. All right, be sure you're downloading the right app, and also when you talk to Gen AI ataupun even on all your social media platforms, try not to divulge your personal info. Okay, clear? Good. So AI and decision making, we are heading there already. Dah memang dah ada dah. We cannot run away from it. Yeah. So I hope the system's fair. All right. For example, in the future, contoh macam undang-undang jalan raya. All right, undang-undang jalan raya. So that highway speed limit dia 90 km. All right. Katakan sekarang ni that highway tu memang dah ada sistem AI. Alright, memang ada kamera dah ada lah. Okay. And then now sekali dia dah sambung ke AI in real time. Nampak you speed je lebih je 0.5 km, 90.5 km, kena saman. On the spot keluar kat phone you. Okay tak? Would you be okay with that? All right. So, Onion shaking his head. I don't wanna. Too strict already. Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think? Is it good? Is it bad? Are you okay? Dengan AI tu? You are still there. Very quiet. This class. All right, Sofina. We're already there. All right, and even if you travel overseas, pun sekarang ni they've got your facial data already, everything they know about you. All right, so like it or not, tuan-tuan perempuan, like I said, it's a dangerous technology. All right, in the wrong hands, habis. Use AI. Yes, Tesla got AI, And how are we sure that Tesla, all right, is going to make the right decision for us? Patut nampak orang elak, ini nampak orang langgar sebab ada orang hack masuk dalam kereta tu. Macam mana? All right, so everything is software. Okay. All right, let's move on. Okay, so AI now is accessible. Anyone can use it. Actually, tuan-tuan puan, what I've been saying in all my classes is that where we are now, macam Gen AI now, it's the same when the web first came out to me. I think the impact is that big. All right, remember the World Wide Web in the 1990s, late 1990s? All right, it's been what, 30 years now. All right. The internet is good, the web is good, all right? So we all as a company, individuals had to adjust to the web, right? If you remember, some companies still don't want to use email lah, time to some companies still tak nak buat website lah, dia cakap no lah, dia akan find us through yellow pages, all right? Today, AI is here. I really feel that it's the same impact as the web. If you're not using it, if you're saying, no, lah, don't want to get robot to reply my email, if you don't ask that robot to reply email, your competitors are, your friends are, all right? So if you don't embrace this technology today, I believe you'll be left behind. And it's not that hard, all right? So don't find it hard. Okay, it's actually super easy. I have been in IT since very early on. 2001, I start my career in IT. Before that, I was there masa nak install any software dalam Windows computer guna disket. Guna disket. Siapa pun guna disket kat sini, angkat tangan. Alright. Oh yo, alright. Okay, guna disket. Okay, now, Muhammad Daniel, Jun, do you remember how difficult it was? Ada 30 disket. Disket semua okey, disket ke-16 tak boleh baca. Aduh. Alright, and we waited 2 hours for that. Guys, technology has gotten so much easier, so much easier. Alright, it's getting harder and harder to make mistakes. The mistake yang you guys can make pun is maybe monetary, but just be careful with your credit card. But other than that, I think anyone can try. So, jangan risau, jangan takut. All right, AI is here to help, just like how the web is here to help. So embrace it. I promise you, it will make a lot of difference. Pen drive. Cik Aminul Razak. Tuan, you pakai lagi thumb drive? All right. I hope you okay. So technologies like that, ya. Sekali okay. Whoever uses pen drive lagi, message kita buangkan semua kat cloud sekarang. All right, yeah, Adrian. Now OneDrive, Google Drive, whatever drive you want to use. Now, tell me, guys, since you mentioned pen drive and OneDrive, yeah, where do you feel your data is safer? On your laptop or in cloud providers like OneDrive? Answer this question in the chat. Where do you feel your data is more secure? Sitting in your laptop or sitting up in the cloud in OneDrive or Google Drive? Wow, Yiling, really? What laptop are you using? Windows, is it? Have you done your updates? Is your firewall turned on? What was your latest update did you do? Your applications all, you got update or not? Antivirus? All right, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, good. Wow, there's a lot here. Okay. Really make sure those things. Okay, here's the thing, yeah, ma'am, and guys for listening. Yeah, now your data is safer up in the cloud. Let me explain why. Yeah, now for those running on Windows laptops, now don't forget, yeah, I've managed Windows Server for 20 plus years, and it is not fun. Okay, I'll give an example. Yeah, last time dulu bila ada Microsoft Office, I had to install sekali semua on 500 computer. Okay, to job number one. Job number two, I need to make sure that all the computers updated, and Microsoft always send me updates I need to do. Okay, as IT, what to do, have to update live. If I don't update, that means there's a whole people can come in. Today I don't have to, but I know how difficult it is to manage the end user punya ni. Okay, Yiling says the MIS is good, so very good, but not everyone like Yiling has got a good MIS department there. So your laptops are very vulnerable. All right, it's a lot safer because you cannot fight the security being offered by Microsoft, Google Drive. You cannot, no company can, because it's their specialty to keep their data safe. All right. Kalau tak puas lagi, write to me. I can explain some more. All right, why I feel your data is safer in the cloud. But you got to make sure you don't share your personal data. Itu je, your personal data, full name, IC number, blah, blah, blah. Just don't share that data. Okay? All right, let's come back to AI. Yeah? So why is AI thriving today is because of two things. Yeah. First of all, it's the data. Okay, when the internet and web first started, version 1.0 of the web was actually kita just read. Version 2 is where social media came alive. All the users were contributing now to the internet. All right, that's where we're getting all this abundance of data from. So we got video data, we got images data. Text is easy for computers to actually index, but the real challenge is on the videos, images, audio. That's still a challenge, all right? But that is something AI is trying to fix. Now, for example, kan dekat YouTube, katakan I want to watch a video on Canva, for example, Canva for beginners. It will only show me video yang ada the word title Canva dalam tu, betul tak? In the future, we'll be able to listen, or the computer will be able to listen to actually what's being said in those videos. And di mana video yang mention Canva for beginner banyak-banyak kali, that will be the top of the results. That's the future of AI. That's what we're trying to do with the data. And of course, data is useless if we don't have any compute power. For those non-technical people there, compute power simply means the servers. All right, now, korang pakai Canva kan, pakai ChatGPT kan. Now, whatever you're doing there, kat belakang tu ada server tengah proses tau. It's just that we, as a company, we no longer have to manage server. Dulu when I was working, I had to manage all the server. Email, aku lah kena. Email tak dapat, dia cari I. Today tak payah dah. It's all Gmail. But processing is still being done in the background. Don't forget that. All right. So the best AI tools will be tools that has great data and also loads of compute power. That means loads of servers, because don't forget, they can process data. The faster the machines are, the faster they can process data, the faster they can apply the algorithms, the faster they can give the output. Who wants to wait today? All right. And also with a lot more compute power, you can get more and more complex answers into this data. Do you understand? So today, because of cloud computing, the compute it makes it available. So organizations yang nak pakai AI, whatever, tak payah nak beli server dah. You just rent je for cloud computing. Yeah? Okay, good. So other factors to consider are improved algorithms. Yeah, we're getting more and more smarter. We've got developers who are working in this space. A lot of them all developing AI tools. So the algorithms, the coding is getting better and better. And also, all this AI runs in an open source ecosystem. Okay, what does open source ecosystem mean? Yeah, for those non-technical, yeah. Open source lawan proprietary macam Microsoft, Google, alright, Google ada Google Workspace dia. So, tapi Google Workspace tu is developed by Google themselves lah. Microsoft, Microsoft Office, Microsoft developed themselves. They don't open source the project. That means they don't allow individuals like us to contribute. Even though, let's say, I say, hey, Microsoft, I've got a great idea lah. My friends all think it's a great idea. It's, Ali, never mind. It's okay. It's my data. You shut up. You just use. Open source, like Linux, the operating system. Have you all heard of Linux? Linux. All right, I'm just typing out in the chat, Linux. So Linux is an example of an open source, all right, operating system. That means anyone can contribute now. All right. So some of you may argue that, oh, how can you let individuals who don't know each other come and contribute and create a great product? Are you sure? They might be thinking only companies can do that. But in actual fact, right, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of great products are created by open source. People who don't know each other coming together with a common goal to improve the system, all right, to make it accessible to anyone, they create the best systems, all right? Anyone can get into AI. A kid kat kampung mana-mana pun who's interested, maybe dia tahu coding, they can always subscribe to cloud computing and rent the servers there for free and start doing it. Everything is open source. So that's the beauty of this technology. Next thing is cloud computing. All right. I'm sure you've heard about cloud computing. Cloud computing simply means that kita tak perlu nak beli server and maintain server, terutama for those in organizations. All right. Like all those government, you no longer have to buy servers. Yeah. In fact, just to share, have you heard of this term called SaaS, software as a service? Sorry. All right. I'm sure you've heard of this, right? SaaS ataupun software as a service. Okay, what does it mean? It means that we can just use the software via browser. Use the app or software. Kita orang tu pakai the word software, budak-budak sekarang pakai app. Or not budak lah, all your adults today, okay? Most of you using app, but app, software, same thing lah, yeah? Alright, so you can use the app without installing anything in your machine. Installing anything. How would you access those SaaS apps? Via browser. Alright, what are some of the examples of SaaS apps? Canva, ChatGPT, Google Workspace, M365, let's not forget M, all right, Trello, etc., etc. All this would not be possible without cloud computing. So even if you don't understand that, all right, like I drive a car, all right, I'm sure if you drive a car, I don't know how the engine works, I don't care how the engine works, I just know how to use the car. So same thing for everyone, yeah. Tak perlulah nak tahu cloud computing ni binatang apa, but as long as you know you can use applications now without installing anything in your laptops, these are known as SaaS. And of course, lastly, high-speed internet is what makes everything more possible because currently we have 5G, all right? Everything is getting faster, everything is getting cheaper, so to speak, relatively, all right? This is what makes it the perfect recipe for AI. Okay, and these are some of the AI applications that we can use in real world. Fraud detection being used in banks, automated document processing can be done. Robo-advisors, have you heard of Wahid Invest? I'm just typing out in the chat, yeah, Wahid Invest. Adalah a few, basically it's an investment platform. You just log in, sign up for an account, they tanya you what's your investment risk appetite, high, aggressive or whatever, and then from there they buat investment lah on your behalf. So kat belakang tu komputer lah. making decisions for you. They're investing lah, beli sikit kat Apple, beli sikit kat Tesla. So, all right, these are already being done. What else? Market prediction, self-driving cars. You've got Tesla cars leading the way. Let's talk about Tesla cars for a while, yeah. Just to share, when I thought Tesla with self-driving too, they had like a bunch of radar, LiDAR, whatever lah, you know. Tapi they're just using cameras, just cameras and camera. But what makes it powerful is the software, the algorithm. All right, but of course you need to have a big computer lah. So a Tesla is basically a walking computer. All right, it's got a processor that'll do. All right, it's an Intel chip that'll do. It's got software there. All right, and so on. Surfina, RIA by ASMB. Oh, that's investment ni ke? Checking it out. RIA. Oh. Surfina, thanks for sharing. You dah try ke ni? How is it? Dah boleh retire lah? Kidding. Not bad. All right. So thanks for kidding, guys. I mean, okay. Anyway, so no, very good. Thank you for sharing. So good. You see, SMB kan, local kan? Okay, yes. Aman sama. That is was international. So yes, I mean, you have all the systems coming in, and okay, what makes technology great, kan, Pan Sofina, is that it levels the playing field for anyone. So, okay, I don't know if you have kids or whatever, but if your friends have kids, if they know programming, they can create just about anything today. It's about simple open source. You can get a lot of stuff for free. Yeah? So there's a lot of experimentation that is going on with the world of AI today. All right? Good. Thank you for sharing. Lastly, I nak tunjuk you Sophia the robot. All right, pernah tengok ke Sophia the robot? Let me show you Sophia the robot. All right, mana dia Sophia the robot? Okay, come. All right. This is Sophia the robot. Okay. She was created, it. All right. It was created by this company called Hanson Robotics, a company based out of Hong Kong. So it is the first humanoid, all right, robot that can actually speak. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not sure whether you can hear my screen kita. Okay, no problem. I think I'm not sharing, yeah? Okay, no issue. But I suggest you just to go and Google Sophia the robot, all right? It has been invited for talk shows like Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, semua. And, Tony Robbins, okay, I'll watch it. You'd just be so amazed by the way that it answers questions, very deep, meaningful questions, all right? Memang pandai lah. All right? Matlamat Hanson Robotics ni, yeah, is to create and sell something called Little Sophia. All right, let me share the link with all of you. So cute, kan? Sophia ni? Let me know in the chat. Cute ke tak? All right. So this is the robots of the future where they cakap dia boleh teman anak-anak you, all right, to teach your kids, all right, to tell jokes lah, interact with kids, while teaching STEM subjects, tell stories, jokes, etc., etc. But to me, I don't understand lah, Hanson Robotic, apa salah kau create macam ni? Kalau ia pun letak lah rambut betul, Shima, caki. Who is Megan? Azhar? All right, sorry, I don't watch so many, but anyway. Aduh, Hanson Robotics. Yeah. Hi, Sophia. Sorry. Rocket Web. Yeah, man. I don't know lah. Would you purchase this? No, we're going to have a free giveaway at the end of this course, all right? The winner gets a little Sophia. Now, honest na? Okay, tak lah. Tak ada pun. Okay, anyway. So, betul. Okay, I don't know what was in their head lah, right? So if you want to advance the future of robots, at least create something cuter lah. Betul lah, tuan-tuan dan puan. Why you go down this route? I don't understand. All right. So anyway, Tesla has got their own robots too. All right. It's better, I suppose. All right. For those who have not seen, this is Tesla. Tesla has created their own robots as well. So their robots were designed to help humans to carry things. Okay, as you can see, quite dexterous. They boleh tangkap bola and all that. Wow, tennis. Okay, I've not seen this. Okay, so this is the future. Okay, sorry. Okay, washing dishes. Yeah, for those of you at home. All right, wouldn't you just love to have a robot that washes your dishes? I would want a robot that washes the dishes. All right. So when Tesla created this robot, it knew that humans need to get used to robots. So it created this robot 5 feet 7 inches. It's only about 150 pounds, 140 pounds. So if you have a problem with it, you can push it. It has been able to communicate. All you need to do is insert ChatGPT dalam otak dia, betul cakap lah. Okay. Would you want to own this robot in the future? Let me know in the chat. All right. Because Elon Musk says it's going to be about the price of a car. Yeah, I would want one too. Betul. I would not. Mana saya pun nak. Okay, good. Siti, Sophia. Good. All right. So this is how AI is helping all organizations improve operations, blah, blah, blah. All right. It will also reduce costs. All right. I promise you, if you follow the class that we're going to do now, even getting Gen AI to reply to your emails, to create reports will save you so much time. When you save time, you will save money. All right. Okay, so that was the first module. So I hope you understand AI. So I took a bit of time to explain AI. So I'm just I hope you understand the whole AI. So we're going to jump into module 2. But before I jump into module 2, just again, remember, yeah, AI is only as smart as the data and the logic that we train it, applicable to Gen AI too. Okay. So Gen AI refers to the type of AI that can create new content from existing content. Okay, now let me explain, yeah? So tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Copilot, Claude, for those of you using, those are all Gen AI tools, and all of these tools were trained by something called an LLM, or Large Language Model. Let me type it out in the chat, yeah? Large Language Model, or LLM. Okay, so this is the secret sauce. Okay, for all these different Grok, ChatGPT, Gemini. So Grok has been trained in its own LLM, Gemini LLM, ChatGPT's own LLM. So what's inside an LLM? So LLMs consist of books, articles, languages. Ya, kita suruh dia belajar bahasa Melayu, bahasa Inggeris, bahasa Greek, bahasa Latin, bahasa-bahasa yang dah pupus. All right, all the old texts, whatever. That's inside an LLM. So once these tools has been trained, all right, all the Shakespeare lah, punya poems or stories, whatever. Okay, I'm not too good at literature, but you get what I mean. It knows history, it knows geography. So it has been trained with a base set of knowledge. Okay, to LLM dia lah. When users use that system, all right, the first few questions, it will draw upon the knowledge yang dia dah belajar daripada LLM tu, and then bagi jawapan. Contoh, bila Malaysia merdeka, dia cari. Oh, Malaysia merdeka 31 Ogos 57. Oh, good, thank you. America bila pula? Oh, dia cari. Okay, in somewhere, okay, July, I think, 4th of July. All right, anyway. So from there, it will learn more from interactions with other humans. Another to explain Gen AI is this, yeah. Now, a lot of people ask me, hey, Gen AI ni bila dia create output, is it, plagiarism? Are we copying? Well, no, it's new content. It's new content, but it has learned from previous content lah. I'll give you an example, yeah. Let's say Puan Sofina, contoh je, Puan Sofina, yeah. Puan Sofina is a wonderful artist, all right. She loves to draw, all right, from, kecil, belajar melukis, lepas tu dah pergi high school semua memang A semua melukis dia, go to college memang belajar melukis, drawing, everything to do with art. When we ask her to draw a picture, Sofina cakap, please give me something harder, boleh tak? Alright, because she has the knowledge and she's been creating a lot of pictures over the years. So, she is sort of like the Gen AI, which has learned from a base skill and knowledge and then gets better dengan experience. So same thing, if you're a writer, alright, dulu Adam suka menulis, alright, college suka menulis, lepas tu pergi belajar menulis, I suruh dia tulis apa-apa, senang je Ali, give me something harder lah, alright, let me write you a book, satu page juga, aku bagi kau 10 lah. That's Gen AI tools. Are we clear? So not all AI tools are great, all right? Some will give you crap responses, some will give you very good responses, some will give you robotic responses. It all depends on the data that has been trained and the new algorithm. Okay? Clear? All right, let's move on. All right, so we have the training phase, as I mentioned, and then after that, the generation phase. So once you've been trained, you generate new stuff. So the thing to understand about Gen AI is that a lot of people think that Gen AI ni hanya untuk create text. Not true. Gen AI is also used to create images, videos. Now, don't forget how Gen AI tools learn. They've been taught, all right, certain things. Like for example, image generation. Kita tunjuklah semua gambar yang kita ada digital. Kau belajar. Okay. Kenal kan? Okay, now create something from what you learned tadi. It's just that computers are super fast, all right? Maybe I can say, it's as if, like a human, I say, okay, Onion, you learn this book, read that book, fast. Okay, 3 seconds later, I ask Onion questions already. This is what the computers can do, all right? We give it some text. In fact, later I'll show you, just attach a PDF. 1 second before read ready for you. What do you need me to do? Okay, clear? So it learns not only from data, but also experience. But also don't forget, Gen AI can generate not only text, but also images, videos. Clear? Music also can. So these are some examples. Yeah, Rocket Web. Yeah, Sora. Yep, Sora is fantastic. It does videos, right? Rocket Web. To me, images and videos still, I think we're not there yet compared to say the text generation, yeah, Rocket Web, because I think text generation is very good. Image too, I think you need to be really good in, like for example, image. You can cakap lah lighting macam ni, aku nak ISO pakai camera ni lah, in the style of this lah. I believe you need a little bit of photography skills to be able to get the best output today, all right? But who knows in a few months' time, all right? So Rocket Web, keep on trying, Sora and all that if it helps you, but there's so many other things, yeah? So just to let you know, guys, take note, when you want to look for any of these tools, look for things like text to image app, for example. Or you can say AI app, all right? Ataupun text to speech, AI app, all right? Or a lot of people have been asking us, hey, can we, automatically minute the meeting? Can? There are speech to text apps there too, yeah? So semua ni based on SaaS, everything is on the web, all right? So the great thing is you are all able to try this for free, lepas tu tak suka, dah, tak payah bayar dah. It's simple as that. That's gives power to the users. You try apa you nak try. Okay? Good. So many things you can do with AI, yeah? So one of the things about AI that we love is about, it opens up realms of creativity in terms of writing, all right? Like I said, in terms of images, I've not tried so much yet, tapi in terms of writing, oh wow, it has helped so much. I'll give you an example. Kerja tak pernah siap kan? There's always going to be work, yeah? And for some of us, we are forced to work at night because the deadline is tomorrow morning. We don't complete it, we die, all right? So we have to do work at night. But the problem is, it's at night. We just had our dinner, we're asking ourselves, why I have to do work at night? So your brain is not wanting to do work. This is where Gen AI comes in super handy. All right, let the Gen AI do thing for you. There's been so many nights for us as a team also in 24. Come on, let's be real. No one wants to do work. All right, but we have to do work. So this is where we leverage on tools to help us to do work. GPT, tolong reply email ni. Aku tak tahu apa nak cakap lah. GPT, help me craft a social media post for tomorrow quickly. Cannot think. Okay. So these are the tools that that are available right now. Okay, we're a bit biased, a lot biased actually. But if you ask us, because I have tested tools like Gemini, I still feel ChatGPT is number one now. All right, simply because ChatGPT has got the latest models. I would say this lah. Compare ChatGPT and Gemini. Gemini is a lot safer, because it's trying to make the whole experience safer. So they won't simply just answer questions. They won't remember whatever you did. But ChatGPT ni cowboy sikit. Semua dia nak try. Semua boleh. Yichun, DeepSeek, yeah? Have you been using that a lot? Gemini. Syarul. Aduh, Gemini. Okay, well, I've tried Gemini lah for a week, 2 weeks. Boleh lah, it gets better lah, yeah? Okay, DeepSeek. Okay, I've not tried this out yet, to be honest. Okay. All right. So the question I will ask then, okay, so let's just have a short discussion on this one, yeah? Jimat, yeah? Oh, okay, so it's all pricing, Rocket Web, eh? Okay, so here's the thing, yeah? Okay, when we talk about all these companies and Copilot, ChatGPT and all that, okay, why is ChatGPT the best? Well, maybe simply because it has the best training data and it's got the most powerful hardware. I guess if you want to take a look at other providers macam DeepSeek, I'm not saying anything, but just explore lagi, all right? So, what is the capacity of the compute power? Banyak tak? All right, and take a look at the variety of the answers. Is it deep? Is it good? Is it bad? So always compare. So just want to share with you, you've heard of Grok? Grok. All right. Grok is also a Gen AI tool which lives in X, formerly known as Twitter. Have you tried that out? Try the image generation. The images are beautiful. Serious. Cut Grok. Try it out. It's free. All right. Okay. So Elon said, he didn't say. Twitter has upgraded their facilities, all right? So X have bought like a bunch of new NVIDIA servers, NVIDIA chips, and they say that Grok has been trained, okay, this is going to be version 3 by, I think he's been trained either end of last year or this year. But it said that it's going to be the most powerful Gen AI tool in the world after that. So purely because of the compute power and capacity. So take note of that. So what we like about ChatGPT ialah the ability to understand Malay very well. Syarul, Melayu kat Gemini tu, I tested out. It's getting better. Dia okay lah. Tapi I nampak juga kata Indon lah Syarul. Gemini. Okay. ChatGPT dah tak ada. This year, okay lah Syarul. Syarul, ex-colleague. Dia tengah menjual lah Google tu. Nak cari, Google cari dia. Alright, anyway. Tengok aku promo kau bro. Anyway, so again, why I like ChatGPT because Malay, yeah. Okay, cari Syarul, chat Gemini Education. Okay, ada uni kat sini bro. Alright, anyway, come back here. Okay, so to those in the government, we are pushing ChatGPT sebab dia punya Malay is very good, and Onion has tried out the Mandarin, and it was okay, right? And I do get a few users from PSCC. I think Madam Lai pun shared with me yesterday that she used it to talk to Mandarin, and she said the output in Mandarin is quite good. All right. So anyone has got any experience with other languages, macam Mandarin? Should try it out. Yeah, because I think it's got really good. Monica, you tried, Wong?
Mandarin so far so good. It can be in Mandarin, simplified Mandarin for China version, and simplified Mandarin Hong Kong and Taiwan version.
You're happy with the output, dia punya grammar semua boleh
It should be okay.
Ma'am, just asking, dia punya output tu in characters ataupun it must be in Chinese characters lah kan?
In Chinese character.
Oh, good, all right. So great, thank you for sharing.
And even you ask the question in English, and then you ask the ChatGPT to answer it in Mandarin,
Okay.
how to say, the answer to be generated in Chinese Mandarin. You just mention it's Chinese simplified or Chinese. If not mentioned, normally it's Chinese simplified.
So they have a default that they go to lah.
Yeah. So if you want to have the Chinese character for the traditional one for the Hong Kong in Taiwan use, you need to mention for it. Else it will be default is simplified
Yes.
Chinese that we learn.
I think similar like the Malay last time lah, man. Because every time I talk to GPT in Malay last year, I always tell her, hey, no inbound word, please. Don't mix all Malay only. Maybe in that sense. So good. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. So yeah, please try it out. You know, all of you in PSCC, I'm sure you need to come up with collaterals in Mandarin. So pakai itu GPT. Senang. English to Mandarin to Malay. Settle. I've not tried Tamil yet. Mr. Seva, have you tried anything in Tamil? I think that's Mr. Silva. Okay. Yeah, so try it out. I would suggest, I wouldn't know how to say good or bad as well. So, you know, you need to tell me. Okay, so, Mr. Silva, try it out. I don't know how good it is. Just share with me, you know, later on, just text Adam or something and just let us know how it goes because I'm curious to know. Let's not talk about French, Spanish and all that. Huh? Okay, so try it out. I suspect it will surprise all of us, which in a good way. Okay, so take note, all right, bias, privacy, so just be careful what you share. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the halfway point of our course. All right, just so that you feel like you're watching a YouTube video, now got advertisement. All right, so anyway, so I just want to take this opportunity, just a short break to just inform all of you that we have more free classes available. All right, just need to go to our website and you can sign up for one. We have Canva and also wellness coming up. Okay, so thank you for that. So I just thought I'll take a short 5 to 10 seconds just to promote our course, yeah? Okay, are we ready to start prompting? Good, let's take a look at module 3. There is a way for you to talk to Jenny, okay? I'm going to say the word talk, you know? So when I say talk to, you know, you type lah, okay? So there's a way to talk to GPT or there's a proper way to prompt GPT. You know, here, please try to understand this first, yeah? Tu saya macam Gemini, ChatGPT, kau tanya dia apa-apa, dia boleh jawab tau. You nak tanya resepi makanan, no problem. You want to ask it about, I don't know, geography, no problem. You want to ask it to do some social media campaigns, no problem. The Fleur is an expert. So you must prompt GPT and tell GPT the persona. GPT, you're a great document writer. GPT, I need you to be a social media expert. GPT, whatever. You need to give it the task, all right? And you need to give it a lot of context. So the thing that you need to understand on number 1 point ialah whatever question you tanya GPT, dia akan jawab. But the problem is you need to ask the right question, then only you get the right sort of answers. I just want to share with you my experience. And now we use GPT a lot. In fact, all my team has got subscription to the paid GPT. When we first start talking to GPT, or when I first started talking to GPT, I found out that I needed to be very precise in my words, precise in my instructions, precise in my prompt. Sebab like I said, I asked whatever, dia akan jawab. Now, there was one point in time where I was so frustrated with the answers that GPT was giving me. Oh, Rocket Web, no lie, I duk nyumpah tak tahu apa kau jawab kat aku ni. Why? So angry. But the thing is, it wasn't Jenny I's fault. Yeah? Whose fault is it? It's me. Why? Soalan nak tanya tu tak betul. All right. I'll also share with you, it seems like it's got a personality, all right? It will always try to save energy. I'll explain later, all right? It will always try to give you the briefest answers. You got to prompt it. You got to push it. All right. So I want all of you to think like Jenny Aini is a brand new human assistant that we got. This human assistant is able to do anything and everything. Dia punya level tu is like a master's level. That's how we say Jenny AI tools are. It's at a master's level education. It will do whatever it asks you to, you ask it to do, and it will never complain. All right. But you must instruct it correctly. Just like, for example, let's say Mr. Tan, dia punya staff. Mr. Tan say, Ali, come here. Yes, Mr. Tan, what can I do for you? You write for me a report. You see Mr. Tan's instruction, write for me a report. Mr. Tan, report for what? Then Mr. Tan jawab. Then I'll ask question, Mr. Tan, who's going to read this report? Who's the audience? I need to know because you're going to write a report, right? Who's going to read this report? Oh, Ali, audience all pengarah. Okay, noted. Mr. Tan, how long you want the report to be? Oh, I think you put it PowerPoint slide, Ali, 20 slide maximum. Now I'm giving context, right? So I also joke, but it's the truth. Like, if you use GenAI tools daily, you'll get better at instructing your peers, your colleagues, even your staff. Because bila you instruct, dia akan bagi, okay, tugas dia, Cik Tan, I nak you create report. Okay, report dia untuk tatapan dia ni. Okay, dia tak melebihi 200 perkataan. Okay, output dia saya nak perenggan, lepas tu saya nak bullet point sikit. Kalau tunjuk table pun nanti. Table ada, okay. You must prompt it. Are we clear? All right, so let me give you some examples, yeah? So, persona defines the role, all right? Not a strict rule, but because sometimes I don't give it the persona, but I will tell you what I need. The context and task is very clear. So again, you can try as a polite customer service agent, and if you want to have some fun, you just say, as a rude customer service agent, answer this email if you want to laugh. Then the task is write a summary on it. Okay, yes, I don't have to write summary, Syarul. Tapi untuk siapa? Siapa nak baca ni? You nak dia layman ke? Ataupun you nak ni technical? Sebab siapa yang nak baca? Who is the audience? All right? And as much context you can give, the better. And the output. Don't forget the output. Output, ChatGPT or whatever. When I say ChatGPT, I mean Gen AI lah, yeah? Any Gen AI tool, they will always output in a paragraph format. You can ask it to change. No, I don't want paragraph. You list out bullet points for me, can? Can. You list out in table format me, can. Graph also the flow can do now. Tapi tu ChatGPT ya, Syarul. Gemini boleh buat. Nanti aku tunjuk. Moving on. So this is an example of a complete prompt. Yeah, imagine if you're a friendly, knowledgeable tech expert, write a concise 150 word summary in bullet points of the latest blockchain technology for non-experts avoiding jargon. Okay. So, tuan-tuan, okay, type out in the chat. What is the okay. The word concise ni maksud dia apa? Short, to the point. What is the opposite of concise? Long, all right, detailed, verbose. So, Puan Sofina, again, it's all about the words that you use. Kalau you nak pendek, cakap saya nak pendek dia. Tak nak panjang. Kalau nak panjang, cakap nak panjang. Okay? So, non-experts, this is also very good, you see. Or I can sometimes say, can you please create something for me that I can explain to a 5-year-old? Explain like I'm 5. Have you seen this? ELI 5? Explain like I'm 5. So understand these key keywords, these adjectives, all right, these nouns, okay, dia punya instruction. Saya nak awak tulis satu report yang memang mudah untuk rakyat biasa faham, rakyat yang tak reti komputer, rakyat-rakyat yang di tak tahu lah negeri state mana. Have context. Sometimes I punya prompt panjang gila, half a page. I cerita lah aku nak. So my job is to create slides. I would say I need to create a slide deck. There's a 2-day course that I'm doing. The target audience is end users like yourself, non-technical. I need to create something. Okay, what do you suggest? Create an outline from your outline. All right. The other thing that I need you to understand is have a conversation. Sembang dengan GPT. Okay, now for example, after, okay, I don't have this anywhere in the slide, so write this down, yeah. So let's say this is the first prompt. Okay, then after that, after that, follow up with your questions. It's as if macam, okay, Adam comes to me, Ali, tolong check proposal. Okay, no check. Alright. Then after that, I bagi more further instructions. Okay, Adam, kau boleh tambah ni nanti tak? Just same thing. Once you read the 150 word summary tu, you tell it, GPT, can you change the first paragraph? I don't quite like it. Let's refine that a bit. Refine, make it better. Can you see the words I'm using? So, okay, the refine button is, okay, yeah, I'm happy. Okay, good. Can you output for me in a format which I can copy paste? Ataupun, try this out, for those of you using ChatGPT ataupun Gemini pun boleh, output in Word document for me. Output in Word doc for me. Ataupun output it in PowerPoint file for me to download. Don't ask me tau whether ChatGPT boleh buat. Ask ChatGPT. GPT, boleh kau keluarkan file untuk aku download je tak? Tanya dia. Serious. That's how we learn. That's how we know the latest capabilities. Hari ni tak boleh, besok you tanya dia sekali, boleh pula. So you can output, tak ada masalah. Especially in ChatGPT. Alright, so ChatGPT can output in all this. Gemini, aku cuba tau, dia punya add workspace extension tu not working quite well lah, but you can actually hopefully add it to Google Docs. Alright, and juga slides. Okay, but you got to test it out in Gemini. Okay, because Gemini has got this feature where you can ask it to look in your Google Drive, all right, and find certain files in Google Drive. So that's one good feature pasal Gemini. Okay, aku promote juga bro, Gemini. All right, moving on. So these are format specific, so take a look lah, summarize pros and cons. They can do table, paragraph, list. Give it as much as effective context as possible, historical data, previous interaction, current trends. All right, and this is what you can do with Gen AI. Okay, so can Syarul, I've tried Notebook LM. Okay, kejap then I'll give my comment. Notebook LM, okay but I'll give my comment nanti. Aku dah 2 minggu bro. So what tasks can you do with Gen AI? Okay, so with emails, can anyone put up their hand who uses ChatGPT ataupun Gen AI untuk reply email? By the way, for those of you yang tak pernah, you just need to screenshot, you screenshot the email, you paste into GPT, you tell GPT, tolong reply, dah perlu reply. Wah, like everyone only use, bagus. Mr. Tan, cepat kan? It's so much easier, right? Cima, tak payah fikir dah kan? Tak pernah cuba? Cubalah, please cuba. Bahasa Melayu pun boleh Melissa, you tried it? Saves you a lot of time, right? Okay. Ramai juga cakap, tak naklah pakai ChatGPT untuk reply email, nanti nampak sangat, kita pakai AI. Alah, orang tak tahu lah. Serius lah orang tak tahu. Just to share, when I started my company last year in February, it was just 2 of us. It's just me and Onion. Both of us have got to do everything. I had to do 3-4 proposals every day, but because I leveraged on AI, I was able to do it. Onion was able to craft out social media, all because we use AI. But of course, in the beginning too, we were worried lah. Sure people see right through us one lah. Sure people say, Ali, Onion use AI only. No brain I've never got that response, All right. Everything we've done, is all using AI. Tak pernah pun orang cakap, Ali, kelakar lu. You pakai, tak ada pun. Dapat close lah dia. So don't worry about that. All right. If you're not using it, other people are. Have you tried to use it to draft proposals, do reports, presentation, brainstorm ideas? This is your true research assistant. Okay. So I'm just going to do a quick demo. All right, of ChatGPT. Okay. Now before that, I just want to make sure that all of you are on the right ChatGPT. So please make sure you're going to chatgpt.com. Okay. For those on, let's not forget our Gemini friends. I have to be vendor neutral. Okay, anyway. Okay. So, tak apa, we focus on ChatGPT dulu ya. Now, the reason why I like ChatGPT compared to Gemini is this one feature. ChatGPT remembers me. Gemini does not. Okay. How does it help? Let me show you here. Okay, so first of all, when okay, can you read my screen? Let me zoom in here. Okay, so I asked GPT, who am I? Okay, anyway. All right. Now, the reason why it's able to answer me this is because dia dah ingat. It remembers me. It has a memory that it remembers. Okay, so how does it make it easier? Because let's say, for example, I need to work on a different project. So what I'll say to it is that, do you remember the... Okay, I've got to be very careful what I say. Okay, I'm not going to look it up. I'm scared something comes up, PNC. But what I normally do is I say, do you remember the slides? Okay, slides we did for Gen AI. Okay, so if you're able to see my screen. So this is the advantage of me using ChatGPT because it remembers the previous task that we did together. The problem I have in Gemini, and to be fair in Gemini and Google, is because this is a security feature that Google memang consciously put in. It does not want to remember. It won't remember. So every time you ask it, who am I? It won't remember. Okay, the reason is Google does not want its AI systems to know who we are. Security-wise, good lah kan. Tapi nak buat kerja-wise, oh my God. Okay, I explain ya. Let's say, all right, Miss Sofina, okay, first time we are introduced today to each other, okay, although virtual, all right. All right, so let's say, we worked together for the whole day, all right, we worked on a few things, we did reports, you knew what I like, I knew what sort of, format you like. Tomorrow we get back again to work, it's as if we're working together for the first time. It's as if we're meeting each other for the first time. That's Gemini. All right, what's that movie, apa yang 51st dates, asyik lupa, bangun lupa, macam tu lah Gemini. All right, but there are tricks around it, right? There are tricks around it because ChatGPT did not start out like that. So what I did was I saved my trainer profile in PDF, I saved my company profile in PDF, and every time I started my chat dengan Gemini ataupun ChatGPT dulu, I would paste those two files inside ChatGPT or Gemini. I say, okay, Gemini, you take a look first. Okay, this is me, remember? Okay, I want to create a proposal from that. Okay? Okay, so come back to ChatGPT. So if you notice, all right, okay, I didn't really follow the persona, but for the first time, you got to do that, all right? And if you want ChatGPT to remember, please log in, all right? Please log in. Use your Google account, Gmail account personal, tak apa. Kepada penjawat awam semua, pakai Gmail tuan-tuan perempuan dulu lah, personal mana dulu. Boleh je dengan MyGov tu. For those of you in Rocket Web, just use whatever you have. But make sure you log in so that it remembers you. All right? Okay, so that's number one. Now, I would like you all, as a quick exercise, introduce yourself to ChatGPT, even if you're using the free version, no problem. Okay? So introduce yourself to ChatGPT, tell it your name, all right, and then tell it what your job is, tell GPT your company name, all right, and maybe ask, okay, do we have, okay, so let's say, for example, we ask another question, do you know 24 Consulting in Malaysia? So this is another type of question I can ask before I start. See? Oh, not bad. Keluar juga. All right. Okay, thanks, Anit. So for those of you using the free version, all right, please add the a term there, remember this, because don't forget, ChatGPT under memory. Okay, it has a memory, yeah? So when you ask it to remember it, it will remember something. And then you open up a new chat and ask, who am I? To see whether it remembers. Okay. So while you're doing that, Yes, I'm going to get there to customize ChatGPT. You mean to create your own GPTs, right? Yujun, this one, right? To create one? Okay, I'll talk about it after this. Okay, so just one thing I just need to give you guys some heads up on. Okay, now for the free version, your limitation is in terms of tokens. No. Tokens, yeah, equals more or less words. Let's see, equals. All right. Okay. Take note, everyone. Yeah. So the difference between free versus paid versions of any GPT, any Gen AI tool, is the total number of tokens. Total number of tokens. Okay, now this is the term being used, all right, by Gen AI tools to keep track of, how much you're talking to it, how much the will reply back to you. So it's something to use with tokens. So for the free version of GPT, your tokens are limited. I believe it's 30,000 tokens, yeah, for free GPT. Okay, 30,000 tokens, yeah. So the tokens is inclusive of input plus output. So the longer your prompt, the more tokens it will consume. The longer the response, it will be using up the tokens. So that's why for those of you on the free tier of ChatGPT ataupun Gemini, you will run into your limits very quickly. But you can still use it. It's just that it won't remember anymore. That's it. Okay. So you're bound by the number of tokens you can input and also output. Okay, clear so far? Good. So depending on the model that you're using, I am on the paid GPT subscription. If you ask me, I highly suggest all of you to get a paid subscription. But please be careful not to share dia punya apa ni, agent semua. But please be careful not to share the GPT because I know in certain organizations they buy 1 or 2 accounts and then scroll around share. Okay. The problem is that the GPT will get confused. Hey, who's talking to me? Suddenly, every day, Ali, he's a nice guy. Then suddenly, someone goes, oh, not nice. Why? So they will get confused. So it won't be able to remember you. So that's the only drawback. And please don't buy the Shopee 5 ringgit license. Please don't buy that for your own sake, yeah, ladies and gentlemen. No, for me, I'm not selling GPT. No, you cannot buy from me. So I'm not selling it. But please don't buy from Shopee. All right, please don't buy from Shopee because those are hacked accounts. And don't forget, those who sell that, they still have the passwords. Please don't buy those. Use the free one. All right, more than good enough. I highly recommend for you to subscribe. It's only 90 ringgit a month, 80 plus now with the exchange rate. But I believe this is truly you get an extra assistant. All right. Okay, good. So pick the model. Okay, remember, AI tools is governed by data, algorithms. You can say O1 is the latest one. This has got the latest algorithms. This has got a better training data. So this is the most expensive one at $200 per month. $200 per month. But to be honest, right, I'm really thinking about subscribing to it. I'll share with you what I want to use it for later. But anyway, so this is what you can use ChatGPT for. Talk to it. Yeah. I'm just going to give you a short demo, okay, of what I do. Okay, for example, here, let's say I want to create a new course. Yeah. So I'll say, hey, GPT, I want to create a 2-day course on the topic of Gen AI for beginners. Sorry, let's do 1-day course. A 2-day course, I think too long. All right. Not too long for me, but too long for GPT to output everything. I'll share with you. Okay. So I'll say, okay, hey, GPT, I want to create a 1-day course on the topic of Gen AI for beginners. The slides should contain useful and practical information along with everyday tips. Okay. I've recently added this term, make it world class simply only. I don't know whether betul tak world class. You tulis lah, make it Nobel Prize winning, whatever. I don't know lah whether we'll get there or not, but you can try. All right. Make it world class in terms of its content. Be sure to have a great flow to the information. Please share with me the outline for this one-day course. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please also take note. Sometimes, after prompting, you add at the back there, any questions that GPT? Okay. When you do that, if GPT is missing certain information, which it sees, then what? I said, okay, got it, to create world-class one-day course on GenAI for beginners. I'll ensure that, all is clear, blah, blah, blah. Some questions before proceeding. So it wants to know, all right, any questions, all right, before proceeding. So what I sometimes do here is that, okay, because sometimes it's long, yeah? So what I'll do is I'll just open up in Docs. Okay, I'll just paste this question here. And then what I'll do is I'll proceed to answer from here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, target audience, okay, students, for example. Students and non-tech people, all right. Specific tools, yes, GPT, Canva, and other tools, okay. So then learning style preference, prioritize hands-on learning. See? What else? Culture context, Asian context. Yeah, we are in Malaysia. Okay, in case they not create something for you, ask a time breakdown, full day class. All right. So what I'll do now is I'll just copy this and tell GPT, here are my answers. All right. Paste it. Enter. Okay. And I have my outline. Okay, take note, yeah. GPT will always want to give you the least amount of output, is always trying to save energy, always trying to save tokens. Okay, it's not going to it'll try to fit everything into one view. Okay, but this is a long course. All right, like say for example, let's go and review, yeah. Okay, so in the morning icebreaker, okay, fine. Understanding Gen AI. Okay, so here is where you need to drill down, yeah, to get better results. All right, so you can say, okay, GPT, let's focus on the understanding Gen AI portion or part. Can you add more information to it, making it more detailed? So have a conversation, you see? All right, and this is coming up with the slides for me. So if okay, this is where it's helpful again lah, tengah malam. All right, I know I need to do some hands-on. So I don't know what to do. Say, GPT, can you help craft 2 hands-on labs for the participants to try out during the training? Make it as detailed as possible, and please double check the steps to ensure correctness. So, tuan-tuan dan puan, okay, I don't know whether you instruct your team like this juga lah, but this is how you should instruct lah. Okay, make sure ini complete, yeah, make sure ni ada ni, blah 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 blah, and there. Can you see? Siap bagi senario lagi tau. Oh, you are running your organizing committee event in Malaysia, such as charity run for education, and need to send a sponsorship request. Email to local business. So open your browser, log in, sign up, do this, ChatGPT, blah blah, blah blah blah. All right. And like I said, can you have this output in Word document for me so that I can just save this? Kalau you all malas nak copy paste, cakap kat GPT, aku malas kau tolong bagi aku dalam Word document PowerPoint, senang untuk aku nak klik kan, aku tak nak buat kerja. Faham? All right. So it's trying to do it now. Okay, if you run into problems, let's say, I don't know, for some reason, dia tak dapat nak output betul-betul, cakap ada, marah ada, cakap, GPT tak ada pun. Alright, so let's take a look. Wah. Siap ada formatting weh. Alright, any questions or not? Okay, good. All right, we don't have much time left. So, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. Ali, if you don't mind, if I may ask,
Boleh.
seems like the Gen AI help a lot on the paperwork and generating the idea. How should we, as a superior or supervisor, to know that the work is done by the Gen AI?
Okay.
And another question is, second question is, that is the first question. The second question is, how do we make sure the dependency of the people that not relying on the help of the Gen AI?
So your second question means you don't want people to rely on Gen AI.
Yeah, sometimes
Okay.
we need them to be like more creative, more
Okay.
using their brain to think.
Okay.
Instead of
Understand.
depending on the Gen AI. Yeah, we
Okay.
know that if in education, some lecturer might use the Turnitin to check the
Yes.
plagiarisms, things like that. But how to detect the work is done by the AI?
Okay. Understand.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Tan, thank you for your question. I think those are great questions. So correct me if I'm wrong. So first question, you want to know, how do we know whether something is AI generated or not? Okay, that's the first question. Okay, simple answer, cannot. As humans, I don't think we'll be able to see whether it's AI generated or not. In fact, in the future, right, Mr. Tan, and to all of you listening, you'll be encountering a lot of chatbots in the future online. You probably won't know whether that's a human or a machine talking to you. You will not know. And in the future, we're already talking, when we say we, the industry, the industry is already talking about how can we correctly identify humans and non-humans that is using the internet, for example. That's number one. All right. Now, because we have taught a lot of university as well, and this question came out also. Hey, Charlie, my student all use ChatGPT. How to know? Okay. Like I said, the only thing is that I believe only an AI system can detect that it's written by AI. Now, we're going to be coming into something called deep fakes. Pernah dengar? I've typed out in chat, deep fakes. You know what they are? Can you see all those videos who look like the fella but is not that fella, all right? And then after that, basically it's pretending to be that guy. How are we going to know whether in the future that's a real person or an AI generated video? So it's the same thing going to be for text, for students and all that. Okay, we have turned it in, but I shared with the lecturer lah. You say, okay, let's say you got the one document kan, you prompt lah GPT, make sure benda ni lepas turn it in boleh tak? First kau tanya lah, turn it in tahu tak? Alright, do you know turn it in? Okay, ask him. Do you know turn it in? Alright. Okay. I'll always ask this first. Okay. Okay. So then I say, okay, can you make sure my report passes the turn it in software? All right. So in the future, right, Mr. Tan, I don't really think we can stop this, But coming back to your second question, how do you make people dependent less on AI? Um, okay, you might not like my answer, lah, Mr. Tan, because I feel is the opposite. I feel that humans should embrace this Gen AI tool. I hear you. I hear you on the creativity part. I really hear you on the creativity part. Um, but at most times, right, we find, not me only, and experience a lot user, we find that GPT helps us with being more creative because at times we don't know what ideas are. Like for example, I had one trainer before planning to do a training but wants to do treasure hunt. Let's say, hey GPT, I plan to do a treasure hunt in Malacca. Can you come up with a 2-day itinerary? So I really hear you, Mr. Tan, because when I get output from GPT, I was like, yeah, why this one crap? Okay, change it a bit. So I think it's going to be a combination of human and machine to get the best possible output. But Mr. Tan, there are certain things like, for example, macam, okay, Mr. Tan, you kat kerajaan kan, there are certain replies melalui email ataupun, I don't know, nota yang is a standard reply. Actually, benda tu tak payah fikir pun. So, benda-benda ni gunakan GPT untuk buat. Nampak tak dia buat ni? I don't know whether the Shaw Sky Tower really exists lah. You got to check lah. All right. So, Mr. Tan, I think maybe do more research, all right? Maybe try it out for yourself. Be convinced to look at diri sendiri tu dulu and see how it can help you ataupun tidak. To be honest, of course, the first draft of anything yang GPT keluarkan, we're not going to use it. We're going to change it a bit, tukar perkataan kat sini, tukar perkataan kat sana. But at least kerja tu, the bulk of it dah siap tau tuan.
Yes. Yeah, thank you, Mr. Ali. Basically, I actually same wavelength with you. Actually, I support the use of the Gen AI actually because it's time saving and also convenient for me for the work. Just however, we had to detect that whether that work is actually generated by that people or by the machine. So there's the thing that we need. Sometimes we will credit to the person that we're afraid to credit wrongly. So yeah, because maybe he depending on the use of the Gen AI too much, so seems like he's so perfect, no mistake at all. So especially for those studying in education line, lecturer hardly to detect the students' assignments, especially. And I found that some student might use the AI to ask the AI ChatGPT to humanize the language.
Yes.
Humanize, and then there's the thing that turning in hardly to detect the percentage of the human writing.
Correct.
So then at the end they pass the exam, pass the the assignment. So I got one more question that last question for me. From your experience of using the Gen AI, anything that you found Gen AI cannot do? I mean ChatGPT or any others platform that AI cannot do, or they give the wrong answer.
Okay. Thank you for that question. So, whether or not I encountered anything that GPT cannot do. Okay, now so far, no. The chat. Okay, when it comes to text, I'm getting the responses that I want and need. In terms of deeper subjects, like okay, now for example, I had a friend who was just asking me about medical astrology. All right, it's something to do with ancient astrology, blah 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 blah. As long as you can get you can actually ask GPT for its knowledge, but I cannot verify betul atau tidak. Okay, now when it comes to factual things, all right, when it comes to factual things like okay, date of independence and all that, AI could get that wrong. The ChatGPT may get that wrong. I've seen it get it wrong. So in terms of facts, please double check. Okay. All right. So thank you for that question. I think Theo has got another question. Since AI is learning from input data from users, but the input data is biased, with the generative, it could be, Theo. So Theo touched on biasness of data. ChatGPT has been trained on certain data, Gemini, Claude, etc., etc. Um, okay. Why I'm laughing? Because I got the perfect question for you all to ask and see whether biased or not. You ask lah. You ask lah. What does it think of Israel and Palestine?
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah. Regarding to the biasness, if you
Yes.
don't mind, yeah,
Sure.
I may share an experience when I using the ChatGPT.
Hmm.
I found that actually the biasness is sometimes, yeah, ChatGPT might grab the information from different sources, and actually I try to ask the ChatGPT to translate a book for me. The book
Hmm.
is regarding to the Buddhisms. It's a religions.
Oh, okay. Ha, ha,
Yeah.
ha, ha, ha.
So sometimes the ChatGPT might bias to certain kind of religions like
Yeah.
Islam or Christians. Yeah. So they might not be so support to what I'm thinking. But
Open lah.
anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, it's too wide for there is depends on the sources that the ChatGPT getting. But there is no right or wrong. But
All right.
yeah,
Okay, I would say thank you for the comment.
thank you.
I would say, right, Theo and the rest, if you ask me about a certain topic, or let's just very, very simple. You ask me how's the weather. Hey, Ali, how's the weather? I'll just tell you, oh, hot now. You ask someone else the same question, right? The answers might be different. It's just the way that it answers. But if you're asking about, all this factual stuff, you gotta verify the data. So there will be some biasness there, but if you stick to like things like don't ask for the opinion lah. Opinion means I think you get its own opinion lah. There's biasness there. All right, Erin, data analysis can do functions like Stata or Python. Okay, so here's the thing with coding. Yeah, I'm not a coder, so I would not be able to tell you, whether or not the Python very good code or whatever. However, I can share with you, which is going to be my next presentation, which is actually getting GPT to help us with code. All right, now let me just come to this part because we're almost out of time. Okay, so what I noticed with ChatGPT was that it was able to write scripts to do simple automation. Now, Erin, to answer your question, I think it's just a matter of time when it can build you an end-to-end application. I believe the ChatGPT o1 Pro model can do that based on some postings I saw. They just put screenshot, right? Okay, build me this, settle. So, Erin, I wouldn't know, but I would recommend for you to try out, all right? Drag and drop, show it certain stuff, okay? And see whether you get the right output. Imagine if it solves your problem. And a lot of coders are actually using that. All right. So this is actually what we have learned. Most welcome, Erin. I hope I helped you out. Yeah. Okay. So this is what we've learned about ChatGPT and using coding. So let me share with you this scenario. So just a bit of backstory, and this will be the final thing that we're going to be sharing. Yeah. So just a backstory. I focus a lot on Google products, Google Workspace, all right, doc sheets. Like in fact, 24 is on Google Workspace. So in Google Workspace, there's this thing called App Script, okay, which is actually a scripting platform included within the Google Workspace ecosystem. This is free. This is included. So, ladies and gentlemen, you just log in to your free Gmail. You type out in the search bar to sheets.new, docs.new. You go to extensions, you will see AppScript. Okay? I'm not a coder. I cannot code to save my life. I wish I can code. All right. Now, AppScript is actually a platform for you to be able to automate processes within the whole Google Workspace ecosystem. So the demo that I want to show you guys is a demo about merging person's letters. For those of you who are familiar with this tool called mail merge? All right. Or you've heard of mail merge, right? Document merge, etc., where you take data from here, merge it into a template, and then you get a brand new PDF. Okay. Usually those mail merge extensions are paid, but we managed to figure out something free. So what we did was I prompted GPT, told it what I needed in terms of workflow, and then after that, it generated the code for me. I paste it into AppScript, run it, jalan. All right, let me show you how we did it, yeah? Okay, so this is a prompt in Malay, but I just want to show you. So we prompted it in English, yeah? So what this basically did was that I told GPT, okay, the goal is to be able to create personalized letters. I have these two files. One is in a spreadsheet, which contains names, emails, and the address. And then I have another file, which is a template that I want to use for you to personalize those letters. So this is what the script did. So I told GPT, hey, GPT, I need you to create one button for me. When I click on that button, I want you to generate the script for me. So let me show you here. This is the demo file that I have. Yeah, I have name, address 1, address 2, address 3. What it's supposed to do is it's supposed to, merge the data with here. Can you see here in my screen? So if you notice, I had the name column, address 1, address 2, address 3. In this letter, I've got in curly braces, this is just the output that you need to learn. So you can letak curly braces, okay, name, address 1, address 2, address 3. For those developers out there, it's not robust enough, so you can follow the capitalization, capital N kat sini, capital N kat sini. Okay, clear so far? Okay. So I created this link, all right, in my sheets, all via the scripting tadi. Let me show you the script. Tak guna pun tunjuk script, tapi tunjuk je lah. Tak guna sebab I pun tak reti nak explain pun. Okay. So this is a script. Yeah. By the way, all those letters which have been PDF, I wanted to drop it into a certain Google Drive folder, which will do, and then it will actually email it out. So once I click on this, what will happen is that it's starting to read line by line. It's pulling the data and merging it into here, creating individual files. Okay, it's in the process of creating. And then after it, email it out. And at the end of it, we will have a status to show that it's actually sent. This is what we found with what ChatGPT can do. So Erin, simple script, no problem. All right. But sometimes I use Gemini and also the free version of ChatGPT. The quality of the script, not so good. So the quality of the script is better in the 4.0 model. And actually, let me show you one more while waiting for this. You can actually create also a sidebar. What's a sidebar? Same file. I've created a sidebar here. Aaron, just to share, this was created by O1 ChatGPT model. So I just input the whole prompt. One time, the code came back so clean, it just worked immediately. So this sidebar is something that we can add on also to our script. And all we did was, kita prompt macam ni je tuan-tuan. Okay, go ahead and take a screenshot. Go, I'll wait. So this is all you need, all right? So if you attend our 2-day class, actually on the second day, we'll be doing a bunch of all these things so you can try. If you want to find out and learn on your own, most welcome, Aaron. I hope it works for you, yeah? Go to our website and we actually got a full-on blog, step by step by step by step. Okay, personalized letters. I even have a video for you guys. So please, after this training, go ahead onto our website. Later on, will share the link. Whatever I've shown you guys, the merging letter, the demo is here. I promise you, you can get it because the blog is. All right, so you go under our blogs. Ni, siapa yang nak buat dalam bahasa Melayu ada. Okay, personal letters is here. Let me copy the link to all of you. All right. I share with you the exact steps. Okay, kalau malah nak baca, tengok video. Okay, good. All right, we're almost towards the end of our session already. It's already been 2 hours. Damn fast, huh? All right, yeah, save the link. For those rakan-rakan dekat penjawat awam semua tu, ada versi bahasa Melayu, tuan-tuan dan puan. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I hope this all works out for you because these are some of the easy automation tools. Just to share, and we will wrap up here, yeah? Okay, so the whole purpose of creating automation tools is to reduce manual errors. Just that solution alone, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, your merging letter is so popular with all our customers. Everyone yang datang, they already take that script. The thing is, coming up with personalized letters is such a normal thing that everyone does in every organization. Cuma banyak ataupun tak aja. You bayangkan kerajaan dengan 1.3, 1.45 penjawat awam ni semua, berapa banyak surat tawaran kena keluar. Previously they were doing manually, copy paste. Alright. Now with this kind of automation, you're able to automate, reduce errors. Now just to share with you, there was one of our students who had a process that took 4 days. Adalah tawaran, blah, 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 blah. He managed to create a structure, a workflow, all right? And now he's able to do everything in seconds. He just click one button only, satu. All right, it's because he has automated the task. So I suggest after this, maybe take a look at some of the manual processes that you guys are facing in your organization. Okay, if it was a physical class, we would discuss it, and I would tell you whether it's possible or not. All right, and most of the things that we do a lot. So go to our website, take a look at some of the use cases that's available. I am hunting for more and more use case. Okay, one last use case, and then I'll stop and then we end. There was this one intern that we thought, okay, so this intern, biasalah intern kan kena push sikit kan. Anyway, so ada pengarah baru datang, lepas tu tiba-tiba pengarah tu minta dia forward balik 200 lebih email yang pengarah tu dah dapat, tapi sebab pengarah tu dapat all email kelang kabut semua, so dia suruh lah budak ni hantar balik, cari dan hantar balik. So of course intern ni stress, dia kena cari email balik kan. So then because we were in a class, so she asked me, Cik Ali, boleh tak ChatGPT tolong apa? Try tengok. You bagi tahu masalah. Okay, dia bagi tahu lah GPT, bos aku nak ni lah, email semua ke dalam Gmail. Apa tu nak ni, boleh tolong tak? Actually, GPT answer, boleh tau. GPT gave the script, he followed the instructions, applied the script. 200 email masuk dalam inbox pengarah dia. Nak email, ambil kau. There's a lot of this. All right? Okay, anyway, so I ended with that. Any questions before we move on and to wrap up? Okay, great. So I hope everyone enjoyed this 2-hour free class. I hope you learned something. We're not here to sell you anything, but I appreciate if you enjoyed this training, if you can just be kind and give us a Google review. It will truly help us out. Remember, we're not asking anything for this training. As long as, yeah, if you can, for those yang nak bagi 2 star, jangan masuk talk to me first, give me 5 star. All right. It will really help us out. Yeah, thank you so much. Onion, there's the link, yeah? Good. All right. Thank you all, yeah, for your reviews. And this boleh rocket web. You pakai je. Ambil gambar ke ni? Gambar tau. Gambar lagi push tinggi sikit aku punya Google review. Thanks on Rocket Web. All right. Okay, for your certificates, ladies and gentlemen, please scan the QR code. And I'm not sure this is the right link. Is it, Anil?
Yes, it is.
Okay, good.
But I'll give the link in the chat also.
Okay, good. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to share, all your certificates, Skani, at the back end, we're running Abstract. We're running automation. So we have done this for hundreds of students, where we know 800, 900 students or something. And all the certs that you're going to get is all fully automated. Fully automated. Okay, so go ahead and fill that up. All right. So yeah, I mean, your feedback is very meaningful for all of us. We're a startup. We need all the good testimonials that we can get, so that it's easier for us to reach out to many, many more people, because I feel we really can help. Yeah. So in the feedback form, if you have any friends that you want to recommend to us, please let us know. Yeah. We want to spread the word lah of IT. Tak susah pun, semua senang. All right, great. For those of you who found us on TikTok, thank you so much. For those of you wondering, kita ada TikTok? Yes, kita ada TikTok. So go and take a look at our website, and you can see all our links to follow us. Yeah, appreciate all the engagement that we can get on our social media as well. Okay, anyway, I think we come to the end of the session. Any other further questions or anything from my team, Onion?
No, I think later I'll just stay back a bit just to ensure everyone got their certs.
Yes. Let us know if when you get your cert.
Yeah.
Aaron, thank you so much for joining. Hey, Aaron, which company are you? Later fill up form. Okay.
Ali, later,
Yes,
can I show them like our sheet, like how we
yeah, please. I'll tell you what, let me do it.
because I need to rerun the certs. I want to show them.
Okay, then go ahead lah. You take over the screen lah. So just just careful of the personal info.
Yep, no problem.
All right. Okay.
All right, so guys, as you can see here, whenever anyone dropped in Yasi, this number is shown here. So later, once the cert is generated, you send the certs immediately lah. That's how you can. That's how this process is automated. So some of them is not sent. So later I'll show you. I can click one button here. Wait, it's too small.
The last one. You click again. Last one.
No, I can't, Ali.
Okay.
Okay, so I have this custom menu here where I can retry the missing certificates. So this is something that we can all code lah from ChatGPT. So if you see here, this is actually the code that is running at the back. So this is all done by ChatGPT. So I'm not a coder. Ali is not a coder. Yeah, but we have managed to run like almost 900 certs using this system here lah. And every time when you find some problem, what you need to do is just to refine the code with prompts.
You will learn all this if you come to our class, where we'll share a lot more details. So today is about just showing what's possible to all of you. And as Anin has shown, we are able to customize a lot of stuff, and our certificates all got unique ID numbers there as well.
Yep.
Most welcome, Nishan. Okay, let me just wrap up, Anin, and then you'll take over. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, once again, big thank you for spending 2 hours of your morning with us today. I hope this session has been very useful. So please don't forget, we'll be running other courses as well. So you can just come out to our website and just sign up. And I hope to see all of you real soon. All right. So thank you so much. All the individuals from TikTok, you know who you are. Kaneka, I think there's a big group. PSCC, anggota di semua. Rocket Web, thank you for participating. I hope to see you guys in real life one day. Chia, most welcome. Okay, Mama Daniel, yes. Mandy also, thank you so much. So, yep, so please, don't be shy, reach out to all of us, yeah? And Anin will be here to stand by if any one of you tak dapat set. Semua set dapat kan? Tell me in the chat, dapat set tak? Dapat Most welcome. Syarul, okay, belum okay. Okay, tak apa. Anything you can get in touch with Anin, he will still be around, or please reach out to him in his email address, onion@24.io. All right, anyway, so I'll leave you guys with Onion and the team. So on behalf of myself and 24 Consulting, I wish all of you a happy Tuesday, and I hope to see all of you real soon. Thank you so much for your participation, and thank you so much for all the kind words and comments. Yeah, we're doing this for you, so appreciate your support. All right, take care, everyone. Bye.